the name calling, the insults, the lies, the propaganda will have nothing on Philip Joseph Pierre.
Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre contends that the opposition UWP's use of personal attacks stems from their inability to find fault with his governance style. The SLP executive has faced criticism from opposition members who have accused the administration of mishandling the post-pandemic rise in crime. Pierre, who is also the National Security Minister, not only made clear his zero-tolerance policy on crime, but his adherence to the rule of law in the separation of powers that prescribes undue interference from the executive in operational matters.
I've never condoned any criminal activity. I've never had any criminal friends. I have never done any criminal friends that I know. I have nothing to hide when it comes to crime. I've never behaved in any manner that would cause my office to be called into disrepute. I've never quarreled in bars. I have never insulted any owner of any hotel. I've never gone. So my position on these things are clear, and this is why the opposition has such a hard task, and this is why they have to go down to this name calling, because my position is clear. My record is clear. My position on crime has been clear. Zero tolerance. But I still believe that there must be a separation between the judiciary, between the legislature, and between the executive. There must be a separation.
Prime Minister Pierre implored residents to compare his government's investment in the police force with that of the UWP previous administration, led by current opposition leader Alan Chasney. He then itemized several initiatives his government has undertaken to support law enforcement, thereby substantiating his claim.
Who built the Sovereign Headquarters in Vieux-Fort? Who is building the Northern Headquarters in Grosley? So look at resources for crime. Look at these resources. Now let's go back further. Let's talk about vehicles. In 2006, when we came, the Labour Party was in power in 2001, 2006. Look at the investment in human capital in the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Then let's talk about legislation. Which government has passed the strongest and the toughest legislation as far as guns and gun crimes are concerned? Now let's go further and talk about now. We have recruited, or in the process of recruiting, more than 200 bodies in the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Look at the United Workers' Party's record as far as recruitment is concerned. Look at interference. Let's talk about interference in the police force. Look at the statements made by United Workers' Party ministers of national security as far as the police force is concerned.
Pierre's administration has been rebuilding the police department and justice system, both which lack permanent homes, such as the police headquarters and halls of justice. The Prime Minister condemns what he views as opposition critics' trivialization of the grave issue of crime with the onset of the campaign season.
They have this sanctimonious raising their hands as if they just came from heaven. They did not. Look, what minister has ever said in my government that if I'm committing crime, I'll do it on my own? We want to forget that. Why are we trying to rewrite history? The United Workers' Party's history on crime is clear. And sometimes, when I see a serious topic like crime, it's being bastardized by people with straight political motives. It disturbs me. Because no prime minister, including the prime ministers of the United Workers' Party, would ever want a country where there is crime or there is murder. No prime minister. So when we try to politicize it, and I heard one of them said, anybody that gets killed in this country, I must take the blame. No, I don't want you to cut me short. I'm telling you. No prime minister would ever want a country where there's crime. No prime minister.
Prime Minister Pierre states that the rising crime rate is regional, not just a national issue. Over the past few weeks, the capital city has been rocked by gang and gun violence, prompting residents to demand a solution following a protracted lull in such incidents in the Castries Basin. While the police force has implemented various strategies to control the situation, the rising tension and loss of innocent lives have fueled public fear that an end to the crime wave is not imminent. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.